You're watching Bald Eagle Nest from around the country, and the most famous eagles in the country will be here as well. Right now, somewhere in America, a chick is fighting for its next meal. Another one is not going to make it. And the difference between them has nothing to do with strength. It is where they were born. Across the United States, bald eagle nests may look similar, but what happens inside them is completely different, because depending on where they are, some chicks thrive, and others do not make it. Most people think a nest is just a place to lay eggs. That is not what this is. Some of these structures weigh over 1,000 pounds, built over decades, by the same pair, returning year after year. So, what makes one nest produce survivors and another one fail? A bald eagle nest is not just a structure. It is a system, built over years, layer by layer, season after season. Some weigh over 1,000 pounds, anchored high above the ground, exposed to everything. So, if size is not what determines survival, what does? In Alaska, an eagle chick has every advantage. Food is everywhere. Competition is low. Parents do not have to ration. So, why do some of these chicks develop slower than anywhere else in the country? In Alaska, food is everywhere. Salmon runs bring a constant supply. Parents do not have to ration the same way. Feeding is frequent. Competition is lower. In some nests, rivalry barely exists. But that creates a different kind of risk. Overfeeding, slower development, less urgency. Florida eagles do not have a food problem. They have a survival problem. The heat alone can kill a chick in hours. And the storms do not announce themselves. In Florida, the nest is not the shelter. The parents are. And in Florida, the threat is not food. It is exposure. Heat builds quickly. Humidity traps it. Storms arrive without warning. Chicks are not just competing. They are enduring. And here, the environment itself becomes the biggest threat. In the Midwest, the danger comes from inside the nest. More eagles. Less territory. Less predictable food. Every meal is a competition. The stronger chick does not just eat more. It decides who eats it all. In the Midwest, pressure increases. More nests, closer together. Less predictable food. Every feeding matters. And behavior shifts. Competition becomes constant. Stronger chicks take more. Weaker ones fall behind. Jackie, Shadow, Sandy, and Luna are up next. And their nest tells a story the others cannot. But before we get to the stars of the show, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell for notifications. If you want to help support the channel, consider a membership as well. Thank you much. Now, let's get to Jackie and Shadow in Big Bear Lake, California, the most famous eagles in the world. You have seen Alaska, Florida, and the Midwest. Now, let us look at a nest we can actually watch. Every day, every feeding, every moment. Jackie and Shadow at Big Bear are raising 2 eaglets right now. And everything we have talked about happens here too. At Big Bear Lake, one nest gives us a clear view of all of this. Jackie and Shadow, and now, Sandy and Luna. They are growing fast, eating regularly, beginning to explore. But even here, every moment matters. Jackie brings consistency. Shadow brings reliability. Together they have built something rare. A nest where the odds are good, but never guaranteed. Eagles do not choose a nest site by accident. The height, the sight lines, the wind direction, the distance to water. Every detail is a decision. And at Big Bear, Jackie and Shadow made all of them right. These nests are not random. They are chosen carefully. Height, visibility, wind exposure. Every factor plays a role. And even a small mistake can change everything. Jackie and Shadow's nest has stood because nothing about it was left to chance. Threats are constant. Ravens, other birds, changing weather, sometimes even other eagles. But the most dangerous threats are not always visible. And Jackie knows this better than anyone. Even in the best nest, in the best conditions, threats are constant. Some of them you can see coming. Most of them you cannot. The biggest threat to a nest like Jackie and Shadow's does not have wings. It does not come from another eagle. It comes from us. And most of the time, it is not even intentional. And the continued developments. Human impact is subtle, but real. Fishing line, debris, disturbance near the nest. Small details that can have lasting effects. The channel and the lake that make Big Bear beautiful are also what make it vulnerable. Across the country, every nest tells a different story. Alaska, Florida, the Midwest, Big Bear, different threats, different pressures, different odds. But the goal is always the same: survival. And right now, high above forests, lakes, and coastlines, the next generation is growing. Sandy and Luna are proof of that. The only question is, how many will make it? Across the country, every nest tells a different story, but the goal is always the same: survival. The next generation is growing. How many will make it? Thanks you to everyone for following along and making it this far. Drop us a comment on which eagle pair is your favorite. Spoiler, we think we know which will win. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and ring that notification bell. We thank you, and if you like bonus footage, you'll sure enjoy the following. And as always, be safe.